Full already.
Alright, hello and welcome to our next Horizon Zero Dawn stream. Let's see, yes, we have audio, so I guess we can get started. So, we've arrived at Day Tower, and we have about 2 missions. One of them is the main quest to go forward through this and hopefully find Meridian. And to find Olin, and the other one is to find that girl who is trying to get her vengeance. Hi up there.
It's stopping. I can stop squinting against the white.
So, yeah. Hello everyone, and I hope you're as excited as I am to continue this. What point is it? Okay, it told me that there's somewhere down the left.
Nothing but trouble. That's all there is in Banuk lands. Oseram will spend weeks making a contraption to do a job the Karja could crack in a day. Ugh, poor feet.
By the sun, I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow.
Okay, I guess we can not expect much reply from those. Oh, okay, this is...
I'll sleep well.
the mission. Alright, this is the place where you can put on Banuk, a Banuk outfit and have everyone comment on your bad taste.
Shaman's damn nonsense. It's worse. Move along.
Where is... somewhere down there is a scannable object. Okay. I'll have to look for that. But first talk to this guy with the exclamation mark, I guess.
Captain Blon? I have questions for you. First, about another Nora woman who might have come through here. And second, about the trail to Meridian. What can I expect on the way?
Well, it was definitely another Nora. No way I'd forget that. She caused an incident. As for what to expect on the trail, nothing good. More machines all the time, and our scouts report corruption that way as well. So much for sealing things off. Keep to the roads. They're safe enough. Though after what you did at the gate, I'll wager you don't scare easy. It's a good quality. I could put it to use, if you don't mind a quick jaunt back east. I know it's bold of me to ask a favor after you just did one, but I can offer you answers in return. If there's anything you need to know about the Sundom.
What is this place exactly?
Day Tower marks the eastern edge of Karja territory. A trading post, a way station. One with an ugly reputation among your people. During the reign of the last Sun King, many Nora were taken captive, then gathered here for transport to Meridian, and sacrifice. But the sun set on that. I was appointed by the Sun King Avad to make sure old Karja at this outpost show respect to the Nora.
Where do things stand between your tribe and the Nora now?
Sun King Avad wants peace. So do the matriarchs, I'm told. But old wounds are slow to mend, and both tribes are proud. My task is to make sure there are no further provocations from the Sundom. Especially now after... well, while your people recover from this terrible attack, I mean.
What's Meridian like?
It's a changed place. A living city. Nothing like it was during the rule of Sun King Jiran. Avad, our new king, has done all he can to make sure of that. Slavery has been abolished. There's a new alliance with the Oseram. And the Sun Ring, where so many Outlanders were killed, is now a memorial to the fallen.
So the Karja are allied with the Oseram?
Hard to believe, but it's true. Mad Sun King Jiran raided the Oseram for years. Avad managed to get them on his side. He had help, of course. Ursur and Eren played a part. Oseram siblings, bigger than life. They gathered an army to free Meridian. I marched with them, scaled the North Cliff with my men, and secured the Temple of the Sun. Sent Jiran's kestrels and priests packing. Now Oseram are a common sight in the city. And a common sound, too. They sure bicker a lot.
It sounds as though you approve of the new Sun King.
He is the chosen of the Sun, and what the Sundom needs after 10 years of war. A calming light, not a scouring one. Sun King Jiran would shed blood at any slight. For Sun King Avad, that's a last resort. Lucky for those who slight him. Some whisper in the shadows that he's weak. No. Peace is strength, as the sun shall show.
Peace is a lie. Oh, wait. Wrong franchise.
What do you need, Captain?
I sent several patrols east when we got word of corrupted machines there. All of them confirmed my fears, so I sealed the gates. But it looks like we left some men behind when they were closed. Waleed, tell her what happened.
Machines attacked us near an abandoned Nora village, sir. Lakir told us to pull back. Then I lost sight of the others.
Never seen a Nora woman before, soldier? Have some respect. Report to her, not to me.
Lakir always stresses reporting back, so that's what I did. I felt terrible about leaving them behind.
Now that the gates are open again, I can send someone after them.
Can't you send more soldiers to find the missing men? What about Waleed here?
Most Nora still don't take well to the sight of Karja armor. Officially, it's a risk to send patrols so close to your sacred land. I'd prefer not to do that again. But heading that way won't be a problem for you.
Please say yes.
What was that, soldier?
Nothing, sir.
Please say yes.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the road to Meridian?
Sun King Avad has devoted considerable resources to making it safe. But by the Sun's witness, it's been harder to control in peace than it was during the war. The machines grow more dangerous all the time. Add to that bandits and new reports of this corruption. We're stretched thin to protect a few outposts like this one. As for everywhere else, well, travel at your own risk.
Did an Oseram named Olin come through here?
Twice. He was part of the royal delegation to the Nora, and they passed through on the way, then back. And they brought back stories of a vicious attack on your people. My condolences, of course.
Do you know where Olin is now?
Not exactly, but he was on his way to Meridian, I'm certain of that. Everyone goes to Meridian.
All roads lead to Rome.
You said something happened with Nakoa.
The Nora girl? Yes, something happened. Attempted murder. Prefect Zaid can tell you more about it. You can find him near the main tower, up the steps.
Wait. Saeed is here.
He is. Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. If there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive. Oh, speak to him. Maybe he knows where she went. And try not to assault him, please.
Try not to assault him, please.
I'll see what I can do about your missing men.
I would be grateful, but not as grateful as Waleed. You hear that, lunkhead? You might be off the hook.
Alright.
Enough of work.
And I think these are... Oh, wait, loot. Let's see what you have to offer.
Didn't have a problem killing his father.
Ooh. Shadow Sharpshot, Shadow Tripcaster, Shadow Sling, Shadow Hunter Bow, Karja Blast Sling, Karja Warbow, Karja Rattler. Okay, so I guess we gotta see that we get more shards, because those are nice weapons. Okay, the Golden Fast Travel Pack wants 1 fox skin and 10 fatty meat. That's something we also want eventually. Let's see if there's anything we can sell. anything that we can only sell for metal shards? This inventory management is always actually, in retrospect, I think I should have done this off stream, but better to it now at a slight lull than have to do it on the road again. Okay. So at least we have about 12 slots for resources free. Do we have anything here that we might want to sell? Shock. Okay, this should do for now. Oh wait, we have a bunch of shards now. Does that mean we can already buy one of the weapons? Yes. So let's see, Shadow Sharpshot Bow, Shadow Tripcaster, or Shadow Hunter Bow? The Hunter Bow is, I think, what we want first. Back where we were. It might be worth selling some more stuff. Let's see, the Tripcaster wants Scrapper Hard. Okay. Let's sell a few more things. Let's see. Watcher lens. We have a lot of. Scrapper lens. Echo shell. Slack shine glass. Watcher heart. Sawtooth heart. Rupture lens, sawtooth lens. Weapons. Let's see. I think I'll sell the spear damage thing because when I played that, we didn't already have that, so it should be okay. Not sure we can get to much more corruption. I don't think we get enough for any of these. Any resources we can collect that they will take? Not really anything I want to sell. Okay, So we'll have to do that another time. Although, oh, I guess we're now high enough to get the shadow sling at least. Although 750 for the tripcaster. I think let's wait. Okay.
They're ungrateful is what they are.
Women rising in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge? A real lady would never be a hunter.
Alright, let's do a quick trip to the crafting section and transfer some modifications. Alright. So this can do fire arrows. And tear, so let's see. 11% fire. 13% tear. And 12% damage. That looks useful. Let's see, here we have 12 shock and 9 handling. Let's see, 12 damage, 11 shock, or 15 handling. We don't really need this to reload that fast. So it's either shock or damage. Guess let's go for damage. And this one, freeze and fire. Freeze, tear and fire. 20% freeze. This is 24% freeze. This is 27% freeze. So given this adds to tear and fire, I think we're good here. Alright. So, I think we've prepared enough. Oh, we have 4 skill points. I totally missed those. So let's see. First, go to Scavenger Plus. Increase chance for extra resources when looting down machines. So we have 1 point left. Which I guess we'll do for Lure Call so we can do all this mount stuff. Alright.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, nothing to tell.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
So let's find everyone else we can talk to here.
Check out these wares.
A machine's daemon did this. A machine's spirit did that.
I heard you talking about trouble in Banuk lands.
Was that out loud? Ears must be getting worn down from all those long leg blasts. But you heard right. I'm fresh back from the cut, looking for better scavenging and better shards.
I guess you didn't find them up there?
Not with the Banuk wailing about new machines and talking spirits and their purses frozen shut. What's a trade route without trade? It's just a route.
Ah, okay, so this wasn't there the first time I played this because, again, I didn't have the Frozen Wilds expansion back then. So this is how you get told about the Frozen Wilds expansion. So, I can't pull up
There's
the
a
map
trade
right
route.
now.
I thought the Banuk kept to themselves.
We Oseram and the Banuk are neighbors, after all. What's a few mountain ranges between friends? I have some acquaintances out there, still trying to dig a living out of the ice, but they say nothing seems to stick. All the superstitious nonsense and rampaging machines aren't helping.
What were these new machines and spirits?
Honestly, I don't even know. Going by the number of Banuk funerals, I'd say the kind you turn away from.
Not really my style.
Well, if you reach my grand old age, you might prefer picking up after hunters in the Sundom. It's warmer, too.
What is this place? The Cut?
When the Karja took up swords and hacked away at the edge of Banuk land, they left the Cut behind.
So a battleground from the war. Like the valley outside the Sacred Land.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Pass in the far north and east will get you there. It's open to outlanders, hardy ones, like you. Just don't expect much of a welcome. Especially not now.
New machines and talking spirits? I'm interested.
Thought as much, just looking at you. Don't say you weren't warned. There's a slip of a trail through the northeastern mountains, past what we call the Grave Horde. You won't miss it. You'll find what passes for a town on the other side. Maybe someone there can talk you out of it.
Maybe. Maybe not. Thanks for the information.
Okay. So, basically, if you played the main game already and then buy the Frozen Wilds later,
Don't pass up
you basically are just left there. I guess if I had returned here, I would have met this guy. But if you then walk towards the new area on the map,
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
that suddenly shows up, you get like an exclamation mark and you find the mission there
Don't ask me where
to start the Frozen Wilds.
guard, not the town crier.
But it's nice to see that they integrated it like that, that they tell you this is what you should do. So let's see, into the Frozen Wilds, level 30. I think this might actually be higher level if you are if you're on a higher difficulty. I heard some interviews and things where people basically talked about a higher level. So if you see this area up here is the one added by the new expansion. And now we've got here this into the Frozen Wilds, explore the Cut spot. Alright, we haven't done the cauldron yet. That's actually something we wanted to do, right? Okay, so we'll
These are surrounded.
we don't know what the Sundom is, so let's pick up
And don't make any
more of a mission here.
These damn Oseram.
The derangement. The derangement of the machine. Esteemed lords and ladies of the Sun Court, honored canes and patrons, your concerns regarding the continuing derangement of the machines are noted. Though many seasons have passed since the first sightings of this frightful change, the Sun King is well aware that this is no longer a matter of reports from border patrols and Hunter's Lodge expeditions. One needs only look to the abandoned estate lands, indeed the estates you owned, left for the jewel to reclaim, or to the empty freeholds of the common Karja folk. Know that the Sun King has taken every measure to protect Holy Meridian and the Maze Lands with renewed patrols. As for entreating the Sun, we believe the cause of the derangement cannot be the Sun's displeasure alone, for the years of sacrifice under Sun King Jiran produced no noticeable effect on the machines. His luminance and the Sun Priests are in agreement that, even if this is an ordeal set for us by the Sun, our suffering will not be reduced with blood. For your edification I will recount what we have observed of the derangement. Of the simpler machines, the herd creatures, the gallopers, the scuttlers, where once they fled at the sight of men, now they are more likely to charge. The larger creatures, only a menace to the inebriated and foolhardy, can be seen to lunge at the unwary with murderous intent. This is to say nothing of the coming of the Sawtooth or its metal brethren, the Ravager, the Stalker, or that terrible giant the Thunderjaw. Each one has proved a more capable killer of men than the last, each wielding a wider array of strange weapons. The wilds are no longer safe due to the hostility of these new machines, though to date they not attacked a settlement within the Sundom. Outlanders have brought no shortage of fanciful explanations for this behavior. Some suggest that the machines have come to resent men for hunting them. Yet such a thing has never been witnessed among beasts of flesh and blood, and they are proven to be more capable of thinking and memory. Karja hunters and Oseram tinkers alike have attempted to understand the phenomenon by inspecting felled machines, but these appear no different to those harvested many years before the derangement began, with the same assortment of wires, braiding, lenses, hearts, and so on. When these parts are subjected to the light of the sun or to Oseram experiments with fire and spark, they react as they always have. The Banuk, however, claimed to have recorded a change in the machine songs of the machine spirits, suggesting that these have become increasingly discordant. The Sun King has sent envoys to Banur to learn more, in the hopes that their mysticism might contain a truth when the rational light of the sun is brought to bear upon it. Of course, the Sun King graciously welcomes your own contributions to study of the derangement, asking only that they are delivered in written form and not during royal audience. His Luminance also hopes to dissuade you from participating in machine hunts during these uncertain times. The strength of a united Sun Court is the strength of all Karja. Respectful Tashadi, Court Envoy. That's a fun name, Respectful Tashadi. Yeah, so it kind of looks like, you know, if you look at the different tribes here, that, you know, the Karja seem to be, and the Oseram as well, seem to be more, you know, like mechanics, whereas the Banuk seem to be in some way programmers, I would say, because they talk about, you know, like machine song, and it can't be seen, so that looks like software on the hardware. So that's interesting, like that the different tribes have a different view here. Alright, I think we have a few treasure boxes that we should unpack. Health potions, wires, ridgewood, blast traps, blaze. And a fast travel packs, good. Got everything.
Stirring up tensions. Keep my eye.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Zaid, okay.
You're Zaid.
And you're Anora. I can tell from your tone you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
Interesting body language.
The last Nora who came through here. You mean Nakoa?
Is that her name? Oh well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
Where is Nakoa now?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King Avad has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Said.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
Machines or bandits try to get past me.
Check out these wares.
Alright. So at least we know that. More loot. Yay. So, where else can we go? Seems to be the end of it.
Poor feet.
I haven't had a break in
I can't trust him,
for a fair
not after what
price.
Jan told me. That garrison is my only lead.
Good day.
Okay.
Take a look at these wares.
So,
Don't pass up these
so
goods.
we know that we can do that now. I'll first go back because we've not done two important things back in Noraland, and we've also got a quest to do in Noraland given to us by what was his name? Jamal? Something like that.
This far from the Savage East? The sun shines on those who mind their own, so they say.
If you greet him, he says, you know, like, the sun shines on those who mind their own, or so they say. Don't stick your nose into the sun, it'll only burn off. Huh. Guess I can't let up or down the gate. Too bad. Okay. So, I think it's time for... Oh, wait, first. Leftover loot, I guess. Is there still some? Oh, I think they despawned the loot by now. Too bad. Because I don't think I collected everything here. This is all stuff I'm full with. Okay. Okay, so let's do fast travel. Because over here in the Nora lands we have a bandit camp to take care of, and we have a cauldron. I think I'll go for the cauldron first, because that's story-wise more interesting. And then we can continue with bandits through the day. So yeah, that's one of my pet peeves in computer games is if mission objectives just pop up, you know, like without you talking to someone or something. It just suddenly says, do this, and you have no idea where that came from, you know, kind of. You know, because even... Oh, I should probably switch the quest. Cauldron Sigma. Sorry. outside. I think that was Mother's grunt. Oh, a fox. Come here, Foxy Foxy. I only want to kill you. Oh, and you didn't even give me any items I need for the crafting or buying stuff. How rude. Alright, let's see if we can get up there. Yes. It was such a pretty game and such pretty scenery. With those old looking wooden planks and walkways. I wonder how you affix these to the rock. Or if that's... no, that looks like rock. I mean, this is earth. They could have just sunk that into it. Okay, well, let's continue. Yeah, and I like that they put the what's it called? The Frozen Wilds, that they put an NPC there to tell you, hey, up there something's going on, why don't you check it out? And not just expect you to find it during regular play. But I also like, game mechanics wise, that they let you, you know, just meet people to start the expansion. Because, you know, like, this is nice that you know, it's always annoying if you go to an area and either, you know, the area is just like all in some shutdown mode or something where, you know, you can't go there, or like, you know, like there's people standing there but nobody will you know, like give you missions or let you continue or anything like that. That kind of, you know, makes the world feel dead and inhuman. And on the other hand, having over there. Yeah, and on the other hand, you know, so you want to be able to just walk into a new area and it should feel alive. On the other hand, you know, it is an expansion and it does get added okay. So, am I supposed to get past you? I guess I can try out my new bow and craft some ammo. So, yeah, this kind of arrow is now harder and tears, as you see with that broken shield icon. Oh, butterfly. Has more likelihood of tearing off parts, which is actually good for...
You're not gonna like this.
See.
Scrappers. Collecting salvage.
2 shots, and that's it. Cool. Oh, there's more of you. Sorry. Whoops. One more of those scrappers, it seems. these battles are going. Alright. I remember that I have to unlock another ability, I think. That I think I had early on. That sweet, sweet blaze. There's a lot of points in this game where, especially with these new bows and tripcasters and things that actually use blaze. You will be finding, you know, like a lot of blaze to collect, and then will find yourself, you know, like missing blaze a lot. So that's a precious resource right now. Okay, let's have a quick peek at our skill tree. Leader strike, silent takedown, heavy and elite enemies. Strong strike, silent strike, strike from above, strike from below. Leader strike. Strong strike plus. Reduces your visibility. Dodge, promise. Quiet sprint. Yeah, I think I'll have to go for this tree now. Soon-ish. Critical hit. That's what I was thinking of. That looks nice. Alright, we can continue, I guess. But yeah, so, you know, on one hand, if you walk... Oh, hi Mal, how's it going? And hi Loa. Just slightly distracted. By looting and attacking enemies, sorry. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this game. I don't know, have you played this or have you watched it before? What your thoughts are? Alright, here are some striders. So we can get a new horsey if we want. And if we're quiet enough. Yay. So let's just ride past you.
You there! I hope you've come to help, because we're getting slaughtered out here.
Oh, I'm not sure I ever did this one. Hello? Can I talk to any of you? What was that? Under-equipped. A caravan departed on dangerous road without any decent ammunition, without help. Talk to Marzavid. Oh, you are the one to talk to, okay.
Thank the sun. You look like a fighter, and that's just what we need. My bung-brain boss gave us the wrong crate of ammo. It was marked ammunition, but stuffed with Ridgewood. Without that ammo, we're struggling to fend off Watchers. And worse.
I'll do what I can to help.
Glad to hear it. We need all the... Alarms! Long-leg approaching! Two arms! Two arms!
2 legs.
There, Watcher!
Whoops.
You're the Sun King!
Whoops. I should maybe heal. Okay, whoops.
For the Sun to... More machines! Scrappers!
That's interesting. Oh, this way, Aloy, really? At least we'll get a lot of loot from this. Let's see, we don't have a full health potion. Can I craft one? Nope. Okay. So let's just collect what we can. Why are you screaming? Ah. Oh, there are a few more here.
I'll do what I have to.
The Sun demands...
Okay, got you all. You haven't played it yet. Looks good. Heard good things. Looking to play it soon. TM. Yeah. It's always nice. I'm glad that I got into it and just started streaming it, and that kind of forced me to finish it, because it's like I started it, but it was on the console, and you know, since I'm basically a PC person, it was always a lot of
Sun, victory is ours.
Victory is ours. Okay. It was, you know, always a bit of an effort to go and drag out the console and play on the console and put up with the controller and things like that, and I'm not really good at using a controller yet. And this game is actually a wonderful game for getting started on the console, because the controls are comparatively simple and they kind of make sense, you know. You just have the analog stick for looking around and for whatever direction you want to move in. Then you have the D-pad, you have up for healing, so that's the plus sign that you see in the lower left there. And with left and right you can rotate through these, and then with down you can select and use one of these things, so like your traps in this case, your potions, call a mount, lure some machine or animal, and throw a rock to make some noise to distract someone. And you know, and then you have like triangle for interact, square for duck, combat roll is on the circle, and X is jump. And that's roughly it. So it's a fairly simple and comparatively, I mean, it's still, you know, like it's not like on a PC where there's mnemonic value to the buttons, but it's fairly, most of it, oh yeah, and running is of course pressing down on the left stick, but it's sort of as close as it gets to standard, and the small things like this selector down here that selects between the abilities. Whoops, didn't actually mean to place this. Can't pick that. No, now I can pick it up. Yeah. Anyway, so it's not really in any way overly, you know, like complicated and not too hard to remember. That said, you know, like I've played it a while now and managed to memorize most of it. It was a little difficult at the start, but also like from the difficulty levels you can kind of turn it down really well, which I like, because, you know, I'm mainly here for the story, and the combat usually for me is more of a chore. And here I found the exact, like the difficulty. Like, you have story difficulty and you have easy difficulty. Usually I would play on story, because, you know, hardcore gaming, I just want to discover the story and the characters and things like that. But I've actually switched it up to easy because, and there's like hard, very hard, I think there's like 5 or 6 difficulties in total. But like I switched it up to easy, and it's a good compromise for me between, you know, being challenged and not being, you know, like kept from the story. So it all feels manageable to me, even if I die a couple of times. Whereas it's not, you know, like on story mode I found the combat too easy, so it was just something, you know, like to noodle through on the way from A to B, and this way there's a little bit of challenge to it, and I like it that they have this granularity of gameplay difficulty and still in this awesome game, you know. And it's just, I think they're mostly, you know, like changing the tolerance it has for mistakes. As in, you know, like like you're not, like most enemies can't one-shot you and things like that. There is, for example, in one really big enemy that like grabs you and kind of makes a motion if they were tearing you into 2 halves. And my guess is that at a higher difficulty that would be an insta-kill. But here it just like costs you a lot of health and drops you again. So you can tell that they've, you know, what parts they adjusted for easy mode a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so I really love this game.
I've seen machine hunters before, but none like you, Outlander. You saved our asses.
Boss! The Soncors are gone!
What? That's impossible. Unless DeReed took them. When the first wave hit us, one of the men ran off. DeReed. I thought he was a coward. Turns out he's a thief, too.
He couldn't have gotten far.
True, but we're in no shape to go after him.
Then I'll get him for you. But this time, I get paid.
Can't argue with that. Bring those Soncors back and you'll get a share.
Soncors. What are Soncors? That sounds interesting. Okay, let's refill our arrows. We haven't really used anything else. Let's get back on the horse, I guess. Okay, where do we want to go? Okay, this is this quest. Oh my guess this is a Sherlock Holmes quest, so we have to scan something. Yep. Highlight track. Anything we learn here? Nope. So just follow this track then, I guess. Oh. Some bigger enemies over there. Those are sawtooths, okay. Basically our first big machine we fought. Let's see if we can get past them without having to engage. Though that might not be planned by the game, so we'll see. It's interesting because I didn't come past this mission when I first played it. I'm replaying the start of the game because I didn't stream it. So we have like a full set of VODs. So this is while we're here. Durid. Huh.
Hello, Dorid.
Who are you?
The caravan sent me.
Caravan? What caravan?
The one you sabotaged. You figured no explosive arrows meant no survivors, no witnesses to your crime.
Look, stranger, I have debts. If I don't pay, the Dicers will gouge out my eyes.
Oh, okay, so that's supposed to be our introduction to those guys. Interesting. Oh. Stalkers, I think is what they're called. They can go invisible. Who would have thunk? Oops. And they can also cause a lot of damage. Okay, gotcha. I guess that was the idea, and I took some shortcut through the cross country or something.
The caravan. Did they live?
Yes. I got to them in time.
Thank you. As I turn and embrace the sun, may he burn away my sins.
What a waste. At least he died better than he lived.
It's interesting. Arrow ammo. Why won't it let me pick that one up? Is my inventory full again? Let's see. Resources. No. Okay, that's interesting. Oh well. Let's go back then. Oh, does this one have anything lootable? No. Return to Marzavid. I guess we get the stuff off him then.
Keep that for later.
Gonna grab lunch and run some errands. Have a good stream. Yep. Thanks, Loa. Bye. Have fun. And hopefully find some, oops, tasty lunch. Let's see, I can probably sneak over there. I mean, the enemies are all kind of, you know, they're designed in a way that you can tell what they do after a while. But I think if I had encountered this before, you know, it would have been even nicer. But then, you know, it wasn't bad that I didn't encounter him before.
These will keep.
Stalker. So it's okay. It's also nice, of course, because since I'm replaying it now, I had a new mission, which is always nice. Hey. Alright. Come on. Don't roll down the hill.
Tasty.
Okay, let's go over there. I always forget how well, I unlocked an ability to like make running quieter pretty early on the first time I played, and I didn't do that now, so I have to repeat that now.
You're back. And with the Suncors, I see. And Dorit?
A, stalker got him. It wasn't pretty.
And you beat a stalker. That's worth a bonus. Here, take my share. You've earned it. I'll see to the caravan from here. I think the rest of the trip will go smoother.
That's not a really nice way of getting your debts paid by getting other people killed. Oh, okay, that didn't give a skill point. That just gave us a treasure box. But okay, we're happy about that as well. Don't you worry. And so, let's resume on our quest, which wasn't the main quest, but rather... Where is it? Cauldron's here. Cauldron Sigma. About 100 meters.
My mount can't find its footing on these slopes.
There, yeah, there seems to be an entrance, and as described, there seem to be watchers and something bigger, I think. Scrapper.
This must be the
okay.
cauldron Drow was talking about. There's gotta be a way in, somehow.
Come on, you. I want to tag you. Good. Powerful processing core of unknown design source nearby. Okay, now to sneak up on. Sneak a bit more here. So that I'm not in the last spot where I was seen. I'll have to find a way to get them. Oh, I guess I'll use my tripcaster. That way I can attack them without them thinking they'd have to attack me. Oops. Be a bit worried now because one of their friends just blew up. Maybe I should place some more. Oops.
Not this time, little one.
Okay. Keep running into them, that's good. Let's see if we can throw rocks to... Oops. Wasn't quite what I had intended. Oh no. You guys are early.
Can stop tensing up.
Uh-oh. He just saw me, I guess.
That's got my attention.
Okay, anyone left? You up there, but nobody down here, I guess. That's good. Let's pick up that one because nobody will run into that. The ones up there I think are far enough away that they'll leave me alone for now. Let's collect some more stuff. And loot everything that's not nailed down, and then we can continue into this cauldron thingamajig, whatever it is. Oh, and I guess those want to be... Oh, they're running away, I guess that's good then. Where's that noise coming from? I guess is somewhere far away at least. Alright. We're full on health. And we have to find the entrance.
But how to open it?
I like how these cauldrons look like, kind of look similar to Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, not quite here yet, but if you get closer in, I mean, one, they have this triangular pyramid thing going. I guess that's where we're going. I like cauldrons, they have loot. Like these walls here, this style of walls kind of exists in a similar form in Mass Effect Andromeda. So yeah, let's see.
The light. It's like this entire place is part of some huge machine. But who made it?
There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light. I don't know, am I supposed to jump down there? Look like there's a floor, but maybe not. First time I came in here, there was a bugged watcher somewhere in the wall. Come on. Watcher. Get the other watcher right now.
That thing looks like a triangular pipe. What's it for? That may give me some cover if I need it.
Oh no, he's still there. Okay. Okay, we've got the other watcher. So yeah, I don't know why you're in the wall there. But I don't think they're letting you out.
Those things are moving components around. I wonder where.
Okay.
Can't have you given away that.
Gotcha. Okay. This is going much better than originally. I don't know, I guess I missed the description text that they just showed about the stealth area by damaging vents. And I did damage the vents, but I didn't actually realize that if you walk in there, like, it counts as cover, like grass, as you see with that closed eye. And so, I don't know, or maybe I don't know, maybe it was buggy because I think I should have been able to see that. I don't know, but I think this went a lot better than the first time at least, which is nice. So now, yeah, I had to do a lot of trying out there. So these white weird walls here, those are force shields that damage you if you run into them, so don't go there. Let's see, what else did I want to do? I think we're good here. We can't jump up or climb up anywhere here. I tried that a lot, so I guess let's just progress. I'm kind of, given this is still fairly early in the game, I don't remember actually where I went here, apart from like this side path existing. This time I don't need to get all the health, that's nice. Because I think I got in a scuffle with one of the enemies. Oh right. I walked up and down here a couple of times because I overlooked like these lights here. Do they remind you of anything? They're kind of yellowish, and their arrangement, yeah, these are climby bits just in the technology version. So yeah, and here these knobs kind of should make it kind of obvious. And so I overlooked them at first, just thought those were lighting and things. Is there anything useful here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Whoops, okay. At least I didn't drop to the ground and hurt myself. That's good. Let's see, there's a watcher. Is there anything else in here? No. Network uplink. Console of unknown design. May be vulnerable to military grade override. So I guess we are military grade.
What does it do?
Okay, those are the downstairs that we just came from. Anything here? Nope. So that's where we walked through, then we walked around, came back up here. Okay. Okay, and that watcher is the one in the wall. I'm really curious where that should have spawned, that watcher. At least it reliably spawned in the wall. Or if that was like a cheap trick. Oh, nice, a bridge. Or if that was a cheap trick they did to, you know, change the difficulty. To just spawn that one guy inside the wall where it wouldn't interact with me. Probably don't think, because they can probably just control whom to spawn in which difficulty. I still have there's a bunch of similarities between this game and Mass Effect Andromeda, and one that I constantly have is using this scanner. In Mass Effect Andromeda you could scan certain items and they essentially give you points that you can use for crafting. And especially here in this area where it, you know, parts of it look like the Mass Effect Andromeda vaults, that you've probably seen at least in the trailer if you know anything about Mass Effect Andromeda. If you haven't seen it, oh, maybe it's not actually in the wall, it's behind that force field. So maybe it's one I encounter later. Anyway, so since I have a scanner here as well, and the focus, and also since this looks kind of like Mass Effect Andromeda, my instincts of you know, measuring that are kind of triggered by this, kind of like the habits. Lights going on is a nice way of making it feel slightly spooky, you know, because something is happening around you. It's not really dangerous, but like it triggers your, you know, there was a sound, something changed. Did some shadow move there? Is there an enemy coming at me? Kind of like that thing. I like it, you know, to kind of, it's kind of a bit of, it's not really a jump scare, you know, because it doesn't actually go boop, but it's it makes you tense, which is just the right thing to do. Let's see what we can do here. There's some lightning and stuff.
It looks like those flying machines move components around. Might be able to take me somewhere.
Yeah. I'm still not happy about the amount of hints they have here. Like, the level design is good. They already lead you right here, you know, like, and you see, like, there's a platform and there are these things and you just climbed up something, so you know these yellow things. You know, like, that's great level design, that to actually get to this location, you actually had to use these climbing bits, so if you didn't recognize them, you can't be stuck here. Unless, you know, you play this every couple of weeks. So let's hang on here.
This. That's true. Machines are built in these places. But why? And by who? That's the heart of it all. It's gotta be. So how do I get inside? As far as this thing will take me.
Oh, okay. She drops on her own. That's good. I actually kind of tried to... I think the first time I realized this force field was coming up and kind of dropped myself early. Oh, okay. A few watchers left to tag. Anybody else? Okay, let's wait until this. Okay. Let's see if we can get you. Good. now I guess... I don't know, there's not much moving on here, but maybe we can hang off this and see what's over there. I think there's at least loot over there. That's always a good indicator of a place worth going. Lure the player. This was actually a spot where I didn't quite, like, I looked at the boxes and the floating ones and didn't see any of the grippy things on the bottom. And so I was a little bit sorry, trying to catch when this one sticks its head out. Come on. Show me your nose. Yes. No. So I didn't see...
This is where it ends.
Oh no, I woke up everyone. Not good. You can't see me, you don't know where I am.
Away for now.
You're coming. Anyway, so I didn't see the yellow handles on the sides, and there were none on the bottom, of course, and so I didn't think you could use them to cross and then try all sorts of things. So it's always a little... It's, you know, it's really obvious if you look at it, and, you know, but just sometimes you miss something. I guess we'll just calmly walk up there. Try not to get spotted. And maybe refill our arrows before we run out when we need them. Those as well. Okay, let's see where we can go from here. Oh, it's a shell walker. Oops. I want to place. Let's see if we can. Oh. Let me just switch to different ammo again. Whoops. That was the wrong button. Oh no, that dropped down. Spot or blast wire if they're all over there. They'll probably not come across the bridge now. Okay, but there is a bridge. There's a resources down
Here
there.
they come.
Oops. And I should probably heal. Okay. Let's try. Oops. Come on, come here. Yes. No! Okay, but at least I know that going for that loot wouldn't have helped. This is on easy difficulty, so the second one right above story. I do hard care gaming, that means I'm in for story and not really for the combat or gameplay. Although I have to say I didn't do as badly. This is sort of my first time. It's well, it's the first time on stream. I've played the early parts and the ending on. I've played the early parts alone before I started streaming, and so I'm catching up with like the start of the stream basically. Oh, come on. That went better the first time. No, no, no. Of course someone comes in and asks about the difficulty, and the first thing I do is really badly. Whoa, I didn't know they had that range. And I'm not really fast enough at jumping out of the way. Come on, let me shoot you. Little watcher, little watcher. Okay. Let's just try to continue over there, where we just were. So yeah, this is the first cauldron in the game. So I personally wouldn't mind spoilerish things, but in the interest of people trying to watch these as VODs in order later, I think we should try to avoid spoilers. I have to admit that occasionally I kind of accidentally almost spoiled things. I think I managed to avoid straight out spoilers so far, but don't want to. So please keep that in mind. Guess I can get over there as well. Oh. Does not work as cover. It's supposed to be cover. Okay, so I guess this is no. Really blew me into this. Going too well. information a little. So that's what that shield is good for, not against my spear, but against arrows. That explains a lot. Force you close in. Okay, but now we've this. Yeah, of course. Now that I'm up here, you fall down. Alrighty then. Let's collect all this loot. Let's try to collect some health as if we can from the mushrooms and plants that are around here. I thought I saw some earlier and couldn't pick them up because I was on full health. Here's one for one thing. Okay, we kind of want to get up there. Let's see how we can get there. Alright, there's that guy. Tried to avoid us looting it. Alright. Let's just look for some health stuff somewhere. Whoops. So yeah, Viking Frove. I don't quite know how one would pronounce that. I hope I didn't butcher it too much. Have you played it before? Did you enjoy it, or are you still thinking about getting it? Oh. Oh well. Okay, let's go back. And see if we can find the way up. The only way is up, baby. Sorry. There are fun climby things to do here. So we're somewhere up there is where we're supposed to go. Let's see, I don't think we've been over there yet. Maybe that gives us a ramp up somewhere. Wow. That's building some stuff. Okay, but we've found one. Alright. That looks good. Hold to override. bridge. Some loot and some more health. Goody goody. It's as if they were expecting me to head into a boss fight that they give me so much health here. About these clunk clunk noises. Alright, this spot looks a little weird. Let's see, I think we're just supposed to continue here. If not, I guess we'll have to do this whole thing again. Glidey line. Good, good. And I guess we'll climb up here. I wonder if people tried writing stuff with these knobs and indicators. Alright. To override. Oh, I should hold, not just push. Whee, another bridge. That looks interesting. I think they're building a bellowback. That'll be fun. Forgot about that. So there will be a lot of spitting fire. And the lights again to remind me that I should be scared. I think I'm slowly getting a hold of these hang of these games. You know, like turning around in certain spots and going like, there's probably something behind me somewhere. Or maybe I just vaguely remembered it. Whoops. Okay. Let's go there. Don't fall down. And we're up. Come on. More supplies, good. We're near the cauldron core.
This is how machines are made. Woven out of light. There are signals coming from all over the place.
Okay. Let's see, is there anyone else that needs to be tagged? Discharge pylon. Energy emission tower of unknown design may provide access to facility's central processor. Alright. I guess that's where we want to go. Now are we supposed to rappel down?
Let's get on with it.
Okay, and now I guess we rappel down and hope that we're not. Killed or anything. Okay. Let's see, we can craft some. And prepare, because I'm pretty sure this bellowback is coming out. I was the first time, and I am the second time. So let's prepare for that already. Left, I hope we can craft some more. Right. Shoot far away, so hopefully, yeah, connect. And let's try this again. Good. It actually did that. Not sure I want that though. Thought that was too far away. Okay, one. You, in case you try to approach me there. Seems to be something nice in here. Freeze coil. Whoops. That wasn't the intention. Okay, have I surrounded you now? I'll have to see. So over there we have... Wondering, I vaguely remember having a spot where I did a lot of these. found that suddenly some would disappear. At least it felt slightly endless. So let's see if these stay. Yeah, it kind of looks like some disappeared. Because I definitely didn't place one arbitrarily here. Okay. So I guess that was a bit of a wash. So let's just make sure we close these holes at least. And I guess then I'll have to try to get to this thing. That will probably anger you. Come on. Hold to run.
Well, that machine's not gonna let me take away this stuff.
Oh. Got a few extra markers now. Ah, come on. Yep, okay. Wires, please. Alright. Good work. Come here. Good. Oops. Well, that was fast. Okay. So I guess we can collect everything here that we haven't. Oh, I guess we've collected already everything, yeah. Didn't even need all the blast wires. I just needed to guide it through the right one, I guess. But you've got a gift. Spear damage coil. Okay, this is interesting. So the expansion really modifies the loot drops here. Problem here is I got some other purple item. Like this first, so I'm kind of behind now on stuff if I don't equip the one for the spear. Well, we shall see. Okay, have we collected everything that looks like loot? I thought I ran by something earlier that was still lootable. But I guess I didn't. Okay, but so this is a cauldron. It's really a machine factory. Ah, there it is. Let's get some of the stuff back. Okay. And now there is this little red thing that popped up. And that we can override, apparently.
Information about different machines. This will help me override them.
Yay! We now know more machine types to override. Isn't that good? Grazer, Sawtooth, Lancehorn, and Scrapper we can now override. Okay. And we're back out here. There's our horse, okay. Sigma core log. Active production oversight analysis. Active additive manufacture type alert intrusion. Source external. Active countermeasure of phase shift. Alert intrusion denied. I don't quite know what that means. Observer log. Orbit initiated. Routing query sent. No response. G prime. Ping inert agents. 43 of 46 dormant. I'm still not sorry. I'm still not quite sure where what these quite mean. So like the observers are the tall necks. Like what are these inert agents and why are there 43 of 46 dormant? Okay, our medicine plants are mostly full now. So let's see, what's our next mission? We could go to Meridian, but we also have Bandit Camp, Two Teeth, and Devil's Thirst. Devil's Thirst is the first one, so that's what we'll do first, and then on the way back we can do another one, and then we can go to the Karja Sundom, I guess. Oh, stay hydrated, Boyd has a point. I forgot the first time. So let me just quickly mute myself and grab a bit of water. Alrighty then.
Dense and tangled.
Oh, lots of delicious animals. I think I should go on a hunting spree now. Whoops. Alright, at least we've got a few.
Save this for later.
Bunch of resources. Broken grazers, okay. There's another. least with these arrows, it doesn't take as long. I shot a few more animals, but can't really find them right now. Is that where I shot the boar? No, that's shockwag rules. I really wish there was a thing that put markers on the map where you shot animals. Over there maybe? No, that's I think another machine, is it? Oh no, that was it.
Good
Okay.
meat.
Good, good, good. Alright, let's just head in the direction of our marker. I'm not sure those bushes should be floating, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Oh, hello ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to attack me. I will do the same to you then. Alrighty then. Those bandits explain all the broken machines though.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Did any of these... No, none of these dropped any health potions. That's interesting. Or maybe they... Like one of them dropped one and I had only 5. Alright. Oh, somewhere down there is where we're supposed to go. Raccoon. Alright. Let's head into this fog then. Pea soup, more like it. With EA, not what you were thinking. Okay, all ammo full. And let's see. Oh, okay, so we'll have to head around this camp somehow. Okay, let's see if we can do that. this? That should be... Ah. This headdress guy. We met him earlier in our
You're glad.
area.
Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats under them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
Bandits. Why have they come here?
The Nora are in trouble. Rumors spread like blood. With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip right through. My partner and I shadowed these scum for days. Good tracker, but he went on ahead without me. We talked about this kind of behavior. Still, I understand. Leave it too long, your fingers itch for the bowstring. Say, how about you and I work together? Kill them all.
I don't know you, and I have no reason to trust you.
Trust is a rare egg to find, isn't it? I'm just a traveler, with a bow, concern about the state of these lands, and a missing partner.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
Let me put it another way. Are you a bandit?
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to fear from me.
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
And we will. We'll stop them from doing anything. Save screaming a while. Go ahead and take the lead. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of. That's the alarm. Let them sound it and more will come running. It's a gift. And if you're the heroic kind who needs a little extra, there's the captives.
Alright, so that's the bandit camp. So how are we gonna do this? Apparently a half-broken house over there, okay. Also, turkey. Still feels bad to kill the animals here, but like most of the upgrades and the crafting supplies require parts from animals. Should probably look if carry capacity. Yeah, we've tripcaster ammo pouch. Good. We got the fox bone. We need fox skin for the next. This is good. Okay, and we can unlock something for 2 skill points. Combat override. Low profile. Further reduces your visibility to enemies when crouching. That sounds about right for this moment. Okay. Through this house, it doesn't really look like it. So let's check it out. Oh, good, I can get back out. Just thinking I might have made a mistake here and be stuck. Oh, that's nil.
I can feel the ground softening up.
Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh, you'll come past here. Better find a place to hide. Machines. This is, by the way, one of the more difficult parts about designing games like these. Oh, hi Chibi, how's it going? Aloy, ha, and Uli. Yeah. Aloha to you too. So yeah, this is one of the difficult parts, is having companions that let's see if we can get into this grass before anyone returns. Yep, okay, we're invisible. Because, you know, if you make an actual AI, well, if you make a companion just like the player, the problem is that if you have a bug in your AI, you know, like if it walks around some place and runs into an enemy or whatever, then then your companion will you know, like people will be annoyed by the companions because it's like, I did nothing wrong, and this stupid game AI actually screwed up my stealth for me. And so what many games do these days, like some games still did it that way. Some games make you direct your companions, so like Dragon Age Inquisition, I don't think it has stealth, but like you can actually control each of your party members there. So some games do something like that, whereas other games go and... oh, there's someone over there. Should probably start tagging people while I'm talking. And some games, what's more common these days is just to make whatever you do can break stealth, but your companion is basically always invisible. That's actually a clever trick, because, you know, like they can still make things like, you know, like if you crouch, then your companion will crouch just for immersion. But that's about it, you know. Let's see, can we go past here without being seen? Looks like that worked. Okay. There are a whole bunch together there. Any of these have a tendency to walk out? I don't think so. Oh right, and where is the alarm? I don't see the alarm from here. Training dummy. Excellent, shoutout is fixed. You just used a shoutout link to get here. Yay, Mel, good work. In other news, the neighbors can't park. They took up 2 spots with 1 car. Oh no, and you just got a new car, right? So I take it that means you had to park like in 2nd row or something? You're more and more convinced that most people cannot park. I would not argue that point, yeah. This is just silly though. They put the car in such a way that only a smart could fit. Well, you know, maybe you had to park at the end of the street. Oh no. Well, yeah, I guess second row would mean that they would, you would get ticketed. So of course you wouldn't do that. It's not a big street, but that's not the point. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah. I wonder, like with parking, it's like an entire science. You know, for one thing, if it's like a driveway or something, it might just be that the neighbors, you know that nobody else parks there because, you know, you don't have a car, and so just didn't think to park in a just parked as it was convenient because they knew nobody needed the spot. Of course, if it's like sidewalk parking or something, then they shouldn't have done that. But of course, sidewalk parking often means that there are cars one behind each other, and so maybe when they arrived there was like a really short, like a smart car or something in front of them, and so they drove up to that and like someone parked behind them, and then when that smart car drove away, that spot became free, but of course it's of no use to anyone with a larger car. So it's always funny, like, to kind of try to come up with how one ideally does that. Oh, there's someone up there as well. Almost missed that one. Okay, sidewalk parking, not a driveway. Okay, yeah, then maybe just some car left that fit that spot. But it's sometimes like you come somewhere and you see like that one car at the start, you know, like left a space for easier trunk access or something, and then you know that that space is missing at the other end of the street, or you know, like of the block or whatever. But yeah, that they make you. Okay, they just parked like a tit. Well, admittedly, you know, tits are kind of tiny birds, and if you think about it, they probably have problems reaching the gas pedal and the steering wheel and things, so I can kind of understand that that would be difficult. Oh, do I have strike from below? Strike from above. No, strike from below I do not have. So I guess this is a job for arrows. Let's see if we can get a headshot in. Yes. Nice-oo. You didn't see that? There's just too many people there. Although this one is leaving, but the others are looking at each other. That's never a good start for a stealthy attempt. Maybe I can do something from up there. Yeah, Nil, stand in front of it. Just have a few metal shards. Not really much to see from here. Where is the alarm? I don't see it. Or maybe there was something yellow over there, like a box or something. Oh, there's the prisoners. So the alarm has to be somewhere behind that building, I guess. Oh, and there's another bandit that I forgot to tag. Tiny bandit far away. No slidey things here. So let's go down again. See if we can get anywhere over there. There's another watchtower, I take it. In other news, you have Thai sweet and sour chicken. Mmm. Tits generally don't get licenses. Well, what would I know? I don't have a license. And no, before you ask, I do not drive. It's not as if I drove without a license. Well, there's a red thing. I guess that is the... alarm. Oh. It just said bandit camp alarm. That's the alarm. Okay. So I've managed to tag that as well. There are more... Oh, that's a sniper? Really? Okay. I was barely not seen. So I guess I'll just try to get you. Whew. Wait, why aren't you tagged? Seriously.
Still sniffing around.
Uh-oh. I think they're just about to find their dead friend. Oh yeah. And now they'll go for the alarm, I think. No?
Lion's thirsty for rain. Me, not so much.
Idar, I guess that says hi. I think that...
Get over here! She's coming!
Okay. We done goofed. Okay. Let's see if we can get anyone to stay away from the alarm.
Attention! I'm shooting here!
Oh no, they already triggered the alarm. Okay. So... I guess we'll just...
Get in there!
Get through here and, oops. Save some captives or something.
Can't see her! It's a bloody rout!
Somebody needs a killer!
Yes, you. That's why I used this phrase, right? Oops, and I also need a bit of help. Oh, no, not you. Oh, the red thing was the campfire, I guess.
Search is up!
Off you go.
Okay, got you, and... whoop, sorry, you. Do we have everyone? Yes. lunch chicken.
Seeker, may I speak with you?
You need to organize yourself some lunch as well. Yeah, that sounds good and delicious. And I think the correct answer to Salam Alaikum would be Alaikum Salam.
Would you lower yourself
I think it was
to speak with me?
one of the easy foreign greetings to reply to. I don't actually speak Arabic or something, but at least
Please, may I speak with you?
I know phrases. Yes, yes, but loot first. I'll be right with you. Loot is important. You should know
Save
that.
this for the trail.
I beg you, Seeker. A moment of your time.
Yes, yes, priorities. I think we looted one up there. I think we got some more people here. Yes. Yeah, so this is how bandit camps work.
They can't see you.
Alright, let's see. No, we're already full up on health, so we don't need to
Stocking up?
do more than refill our medicine pouch, and we can't use these health potions yet.
That's right.
Oh,
No
you
one
have
here.
something for us as well. Resource supply box. Okay, I think we've got everyone. And so yeah, so we can free these, oh, those people here, of course. We can free bandit camps and they turn into settlements, which is kinda nice. I don't think it gives you much gameplay wise, but you know, it gives XP and stuff, so it's useful to do that. Okay, we're filled up on health. Now we have
Nothing's
to
more
find that
comfortable
guy.
than a well-made Nora kit.
Could we speak? If it's no trouble. I'm honored. All-Mother be praised.
Are you all right? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
Bandit camps work by banning its and that's. I think that went whoosh right over my head. Band it. I don't know. Can you
Where did you all
explain?
come from?
Some
Or
of
would
us
it be
have wandered
unfunny?
the sacred lands for years. As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids. I'm ashamed I wasn't there to protect them, but I was an outcast long before the Karja came.
Okay, band it's, yeah, okay. The that's are not quite. Boo, exactly, yeah. No, I did, well, I sort of stole that command. It plays an audio file. But the problem is that when I'm capturing from console, I'm not actually capturing audio from the PC, so you can't hear it. But it just said, boo. I really gotta figure out someday a setup where I can capture the PC audio as well. Although right now it's been pretty useful that it doesn't capture the PC audio for the simple reason that otherwise I would have all those Windows doodle-doo notifications that occasionally occur in the streams, and so right now I don't have that. But yeah, it's not a... I think, I'm trying to remember, I think I did the... let's see if I did that one here. Yeah, so if you actually specify a name, it actually works, but it still plays the audio. So, yeah. Let's do it right.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it. But what hope do we have here, outside the embrace, alone?
I wasn't judging you. I was an outcast once.
Forgive me. You're right to ask. I convinced them to speak. I told them we were only sentenced to be outcast, not to die out here.
An intelligent approach.
So that's a detail that I kind of had difficulty with. Like, it's... You can tell in some spots like this, I think old Grata that we met at the beginning. So Mel curtsies. Okay, good. That's a way to appreciate your own puns. So yeah, I think this odd Grata woman was an outcast as well. That's why she ran around in the area where Aloy and Drost were as well. She might not have been, I'm trying to remember. Well, there were enough non-outcasts that you didn't have to be. But like there were a few spots where you thought like, okay, they're outcasts, and they mentioned something about, you know, not speaking to Aloy or something. But then if it's forbidden, why was there an exception made for Rost and Aloy? That kind of, you know, like, shouldn't Rost and Aloy have not been permitted either? And of course, in a practical sense, one, we wouldn't have a story, and more importantly, two, you cannot raise an infant without talking to them, or at least, you know, like, it's you want them to be able to communicate, and you have to teach the child what to do and what not to do, so there has to be a certain amount of interaction and talking.
How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me. I deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be. We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now. Would you let us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say so. You're an inspiration to us. Thank you.
Yay, law breaking.
We're settling in. I never thought I'd get anything of use from the bandits.
I should be on my way.
Thank you for making this possible.
Okay, have fun acquiring lunch. I hope you find something delicious. We're at 48, so we have about 10 minutes left. Let's see if... I don't think that trader has the shadow sling. Didn't we have crystal braiding? That's interesting. Could have sworn we had some, but maybe we bought something. Oh, we have luminous braiding. Sorry. Luminous braiding. Mix that up, I guess. Alright, so we're done here. And we can talk to Nil, right. And that's probably... Let's see... I want to raid someone, so if there's someone streaming by the time we end, that would be a good opportunity to do a raid at the end. So we'll see how long this conversation takes. Then we'll see if there's something small we can do.
Feels good, doesn't it? Hold it inside you one last breath. Then let it out.
Ugh. I didn't find your partner.
They killed him. I hardly feel surprised. He was already getting cocky when we carved through the last bandit camp. I thought he and I were agreed. Only enjoy the killing as much as the challenge. No great loss. Nothing in the wilds I can't handle, just me and the voice of our teeth here.
Your bow has a name?
Yours doesn't?
You're not just a traveler. That armor was fitted for you, and the way you hold your bow.
I said a concerned traveler. I was a soldier, but I was a soldier longer than there was a war, if you follow. Where the arrowhead passes between armor and skin, that's the place I belong. So I make opportunities to find it. It's like coming home.
Have you ever thought about hunting machines?
No, they don't get that look in their eyes.
Did bandits wrong you somehow?
They wrong us all. They live filthy lives, so they have to die that way too.
So you hunt them down to help others?
No. For sport. I can't wait for wars anymore. Life's too short and the thrill of death too sharp. If you kill a tribesman, there'll be retribution. Hunt a boar, they complain if you waste the meat. But bandits, they're vicious. They always put up a fight, and no one cares if you kill them.
I guess you're doing the right thing for the wrong reason.
I'm doing what I love. And what could be wrong with that?
Okay, you're off to start. See you later. Yeah, see you in a moment, Mel. I know someone who will stream, or potentially the Otter streamer. Yes, actually raided FG yesterday.
We're done here.
Here? I'm afraid so. But we live in a world of ruins, and bandits are drawn to them like infection to a wound. You wouldn't let that infection set in, would you? I'm sure we'll meet again.
Maybe. If it can't be helped.
If we pass each other by, we'll know it by our walk.
Ooh, what's this? Purple item. Ancient vessel. Drone hop special. Okay. Just a collectible item then. Not anything we can equip. Alright, so we've cleared our first bandit camp. There is a second one on the way to Meridian, back to Meridian, so to say. Let's see here. 2 teeth. Underground's cauldrons. I think we're pretty much done. Yeah. So let's head wherever that next bandit camp will be. What's this mission objective? Well, I guess we can go to that campfire. Oh, it's probably a what's it called? Probably a hunting ground nearby. Shock is represented by this icon. It causes enemies to be stunned for a short time. Isn't Aloy stunning today? Oh, Malachi, that was actually a raid. Thank you for the raid, Mal. I guess I slightly missed that one. Okay, so while this is loading, I'll have a quick look at
Captain Balon's patrol
who
here.
is already streaming. Did she say captured? Oh, there is. Investigate the Forsaken Village. Right. So let's see just for a second. Sorry, just clicking in the browser to see if some people are already streaming. But so that means the mission the Karja captain gave us is somewhere starting here. So let's at least select that. Errands, I guess it's probably somewhere here. No. Investigate. Ah, here. Okay. So maybe we can do that first. Oh, actually, Mel is live. So I think we'll call it a day here and then continue here tomorrow so we can find the missing soldiers that that the Karja captain told us about. Get in his
Could be
good
something around
graces.
that my focus will see.
Oh, actually.
One of the Karja soldiers fell here.
Okay, we're attacked by machines and things. Yeah, so that's something we can do. And then we'll do the second bandit camp on the way, and then we can continue to Meridian and find this girl that was trying to attack this Zaid guy and see if she's alright. Alright, thank you for that, and now let's do a quick raid of Mel.
Could find something I've missed.
He's just starting his stream, so there'll probably be about 3 minutes of music or something, and then the actual stream will start. He's playing 2 Point Hospital, which is a fun little hospital simulation game with really punny illness names. And hopefully see you tomorrow.
Check the area with my focus, maybe.